turn. Are you ready? Our Purim Shpielers know this, but I think you know it better. So let's really sing and get in the mood for Purim. Hot Purim, hot Purim, hot Gadol, Yadadim, Masecha, Rashani, Tzvirori. You should rockers. Hananisha, 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 Varashani. So let's sing just a little louder.
Shema Yeladim, and here as well, for now, is the story of Purim to tell. It took place in Shushan so long, long ago. Now off to Persia, we all will go.
In this beautiful kingdom ruled a king with no brain. Who'd think such a thing? He spent all his days and his nights having fun, parading his wealth in the warm Persian sun.
A queen named Vashti was his loyal wife. She promised to love him all of her life. She promised, that is, until he did ask, for her to perform an unthinkable task.
At his grandest of parties, the king did command, Queen Vashti, dance for the royal men of the land. I'm not your servant, and dance I will not. Vashti refused the king's crazy plot.
For Vashti, you see, was not known as a fibber. She was, in fact, history's first women's liber. Vashti was banished. Away she did go. Where did she go? That we do not know.
Okay.
I never go to parties when I'm the only woman there. When I said no to Ahasuerus, I really didn't know he cared. He threw me out. I could not be first lady anymore.
religion they choose. No Torah, no challah, no matzah bowl soup, or a villain named Haman had started a coup.
Thou doubts me now.
Cruel Haman did say.
For I am the important man of the day. I am the king's right-hand man, and I rule all that is seen. If you don't bow down now, you'll cease to be.
Okay, if you want to stand up at your seats and do our Haman dance. Hey, 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 Haman.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. We want everybody to bow down. We want everybody to serve. That we should keep it up and down, and strong. The loudest hymn out in the land.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Meanwhile, back at the palace grounds, an announcement went out throughout the land. A new queen to be chosen in an unusual way in a beauty contest held the very next day.
All the maidens of the land were forced to appear from near and from far and from near. One such maiden had brains and had grace. Esther was her name. Such a pretty face.
Encouraged by her uncle, or was it her cousin, Mordecai, I beg you, dear Esther.
I beg you, dear Esther. Where's Esther? I beg you, dear Esther, that you must try with your brains and your beauty. You he would choose. Go. Comb your hair. Wear nice shoes.
All the various maidens from throughout the land come to Shushan to fulfill their dreams. Make themselves in ornaments and in ornaments of all pharaohs would select them to be queens. He's a king, wears a crown, wears a crown. Oh, when you see him, you bow down. He's a king, wears a crown, wears a crown. Oh, when you see him, you bow down.
The contest was held, they came one and all, and Esther, of course, was the queen of the ball. Though Ahasuerus chose her and she was now queen, there was one rotten rule she had not foreseen.
Under penalty of death, she had to obey the following rule in an unbending way. Her new husband commanded she could only see him when he chose to see her and on his whim.
So now back to Haman.
cruel, crusty fellow. At the top of his lungs, he continues to bellow.
Bow down now I command. Oh, great harm will come to you in this land.
Mordecai, of course, refused to obey.
I vow only to God to my last dying day.
Haman's face turned red with anger and hate.
I'll get you, my pretty, for it's the last breath I take. Mordecai, you're the fellow who's gonna die. Build the gallows 50 cubits high. Oh, Lord, oh, how I hate that Mordecai. Cast a lot to say which guy I'll tie the knots. Send the messengers to every spot, so all will know about my plots. Show me the right respect. Soon you'll wear a noose around your neck. Oh, how I hate that Mordecai.
Die, 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 die. Right after Haman. Two guards he did broach, plotting to kill King Ahasuerus. Brave Morty protected his king and his land by revealing the plot in the palace grand. His loyalty and his brains gave him the upper hand.
The king in his chamber that evening did read of Mordecai's loyalty in the book of good deeds. With the smallest of brains, the king thinked, and he thinked.
Who is this Mordecai who saved me from the brink? Who is this man who foiled the guard's plan? I must reward him. Send for Haman.
Haman. Thinking this hero was saving the kingdom from the Jews for the king, pompously swelled with excitement and greed, he knew the king would his words heed.
I think, my dear king, give him the demands and jewels, a house by the lake. I think, my dear king, the reward is too great. Give him diamonds and jewels, a house by the lake. Fabulous clothing and all the best. Let him ride the king's horse on your next birthday's fest.
Make it so, dear Haman. My loyal right-hand man, bring forth Mordecai the Jew. This is my command.
His anger spread from his feet to his chest. Could it be that this man who refused to bow down must now be honored throughout the town?
here, Mordecai to Esther did appear. Using his wits and oh, so clever brain, Morty made history. Now Esther has fame.
You must risk your life and go to the king and tell him about this heinous thing that Haman is planning. The Jews will all die. You must go, brave Esther. This you must try.
My cousin, or uncle,
she said, trembling with fear.
without his permission, I cannot go near. It could be my life, and I'm so afraid.
But Morty replied,
You can do it, babe.
swallowed her fear, and she calmed her nerves. She went after this task with vim and with verve. She's off to see her husband, the wonderful King Beth. She can't refuse the help of the Jews and maybe the way you said it. If ever she needed to see the King, it's now because she hopes to bring peace and love and happy days because of the wonderful things he does. She's off to see her husband, the wonderful King Beth.
At a party given that very same night, she walked into the banquet, trembling with fright. Although shocked to see her, the king did beckon.
I'll see her. It's fine, I reckon.
Oh, Esther, you can change the world. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept defeat. Remember, you can change the world. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept defeat.
Risking her life, Esther told him the story of Haman's dastardly plan. Evil without glory. Esther, still trembling, exclaimed to her mate,
My king, at the risk of sealing my fate, I must tell you something that to you may be news. Someone is planning to kill all the Jews. This includes Mordecai and all of his kin. And in this category, you must put me in. For you see, I am Jewish, but so loyal to you. Please don't hurt my people. Please don't hurt the Jews.
Thinking the thoughts a king would sure think, that his loyal wife deserveth a mink. He called for his henchman, his number 2, to question again, what should he do in order to save his wife and her kin, Haman? Of course, lumped right in.
You who did plot to destroy all the Jews also will kill me if the king did choose, for I too am Jewish, you hateful old coot.
Turn around,
Said the king.
I'll give you the boot. I sentence you now to the gallows you built. Not a single drop of Jewish blood shall be spilt. Pack up your belongings, but don't go too far. On the gallows you'll be swinging on the 13th of Adar.
The moral of the story, Yeladim, you now know, is to honor Adonai and all people wherever you go. To stand up and speak up for all that is just. And to you, Hasameah, celebrate, it's a must!
It's